did you manage to make a transition leaving Kaligar? Because I remember, and this is speaking from personal
Yeah.
experience, I remember one time I was watching Centro America show with my mom,
Uh
and GNG's on there.
huh.
I'm like, wait,
Yo, man.
is that my Uncle Dennis?
Yo.
I know that's not him playing the drisms, going
Yo.
crazy.
Yo, that's man. Shout out to the guys in GNG, man. Shout out to
So
all of them, man.
the reason why I brought that up is because it was such a like and you
Yeah.
know in those times, you know, if you played with another band, you living in sin.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah. Of
know,
course, of course. It's
you
like
wildin'.
it's like a shock
It's like
kind
a
of thing to
it's
everybody.
like,
Like, yo,
oh my
hold on,
god,
what's
you
going
supposed
on
to be
here?
loyal to your band. That's
Yeah,
that. You don't play with nobody
yeah.
else. So seeing that happen was either like, oh, it's either he's doing that or this is another phase.
Yeah.
So I want to speak on that phase. How did you surprise the world making that debut on Central America show with GNG?
That yo, man. Again, man. Shout out to everybody. You know what I mean, from GNG, man. Nothing but love, and I
Mm-hmm.
appreciate them guys embracing me the way they embraced me, man.
Mm-hmm.
But I ended up in GNG through J Rock. Puchita, man. Every
Okay.
time I tell these stories, like I ended up somewhere because of like through somebody.
Mm-hmm,
But
mm-hmm,
I
mm-hmm.
ended up over there in G&G through J Rock. Shout out to my
Hido,
boy
man.
Hydon, man. Yo, Hydon, I love you,
Yeah,
boy. You
man.
know what I'm saying?
He was just here.
Hydon was Kaligar, we lost our bass player. He ended up leaving.
Okay.
And Hydon ended up helping Kaligar. So in the
Mm.
midst of him helping Kaligar out, G&G went through a situation where Nalo wasn't with G&G no more.
Okay.
So they needed help, over there on the percussion side.
Mm.
And Hydo asked me, if I can help out G&G, and I'm like, yo, of course, you know what I mean? Because
Mm.
for one, this is the band that I watched before, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Plutona, the yellow shirts with the name in the back, you know what I mean? And,
Alex, you know.
and I'm talking about these guys was on point, man. You hear
Mm.
Chubo Numeri Nu, all that, like it's just straight dugga.
Ooh. Mm.
So when J Rock spoke to me about it, I'm like, yo, of course, like it was a no brainer to me, like
Absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely.
and especially he was helping us out at the
Mm.
time, so I'm like, yeah, not a problem, and
Absolutely.
that's how I ended up over there.
Absolutely. That's beautiful. Now, when you got with GNG, what was that experience like for you as far as a transition? Did you find yourself growing there more? Or did you feel like, I bet this is a place where I'm kind of developed
Hmm.
as far as what I did with Young Angels, Nichala, and Kaligan, so this is just another phase? Or did you find yourself just growing there as well too?
Nah, I definitely grew there.
Mm.
I did because
Okay.
that was a band that gave me an opportunity to record on a project that ended up coming out and the world embraced it so well. So the
Mm.
recording process was new for me. Again, I'm
Okay.
recording with Young Angels and everything else.
Uh-huh.
You know, I know what it's like to record, but I'm like, yo, this is an album that's actually gonna, you know what I mean? Like y'all gonna present this out there.
Wow.
So
Wow.
in my mind, it's already the pressure. Like, yo,
Mm-hmm.
this is something that's gonna be put out there. So you gotta come in here and you gotta do what you gotta do.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
yo, the beautiful thing about that is like Eddie G&G had that conversation with me. Like it wasn't even so more of a conversation, but when it came down to doing what I had to do, he just
Mm-hmm.
told me that, yo, just do you.
Wow.
Once he told me that, like that alone, just like I was like, yeah, I'm in the right place. I'm with some good dudes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, your talents could be accepted.